What's going on, guys? This is Hitchy Good, and today we're going to discuss about what you should do if you suck at Warzone.
You suck, you jackass.
Now, we're going to go a little bit deeper than just, tips and tricks. You can literally get that anywhere. But if you don't have the correct mindset to implement those tips and tricks, it's probably going to leave you in a state of frustration. And of course, we don't want that unless, of course, we, get to hear your death comms.
Oh my God, you guys should have heard him.
So we're going to go through how to set your mind for an upcoming match and how to make the most of it, learn from it, and get better. And if you want to help support your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer, please click on the subscribe button below and help us reach our 500 sub goal that unlocks our YouTube community tools. Once we have that, we can grow a lot faster as a community, and I'm looking forward to hitting that milestone. And when we do, I'm going to go ahead and create a Discord channel for us to just come in, vibe out, post some memes, and get to know each other just a little bit better. But other than that, on to the show. So the overall theme to this entire guide is going in with a mindset of learning. When you parachute out of the plane, your goal isn't to win that game, your goal is to get better. And with this mindset, you'll tilt less easy, stay cool under pressure, and instead of raging, you'll make every failure a teachable moment. Now for me, I'm not that awesome at Warzone. I'm a pretty average player, but when I returned to it after being away for a few months, I started going back to some of the same strategies I used back in Verdansk to get better. I figured, why not share it here? When I came into Caldera from not playing Warzone for 4 or 5 months, I was getting wrecked in every lobby. Probably had like a 0.5 KD, but thanks to having a mindset for learning and not winning, I've improved substantially. Because even if you fail, with an attitude for learning, you succeed in your goal. But if you keep getting clapped time and time again and you're angry because you're failing at winning, guess what? You're not going to learn as much. You'll improve with time just because that's almost inevitable, but it'll take longer and be much more stressful. So, tip number 1, the goal is to learn, not to win. Next, if you've got the game, tip number 2 is to play multiplayer. No kidding. Spend an entire evening leveling your weapon that you want to use in Warzone, and with how painfully slow Vanguard is for grinding, you're going to have to spend way more time there than necessary anyways, so might as well make the best of it. So many people are wanting to learn the secret of winning Warzone. And to be sure, there are tried and true strategies, but you can have all the strategies in the world written down and listed out, and you perform all of them to a T, you're not going to have success if you can't win a gunfight. And the only way to get good at them is just getting in engagements. Repeatedly getting involved is going to lead to better skills. So instead of going back to Modern Warfare weapons or Cold War weapons, pick a meta gun from Vanguard and level it up. And just, deal with the crappy game, okay? I know it's crap. Activision know it's crap. Everybody knows it's crap. I know it hurts. I know Vanguard sucks as a whole and it's glitchy as hell, but just get through it, and those repetitive gunfights are going to get you to your flow state more quickly when Warzone simply won't, especially if you're playing passive in Warzone. You sit in the house for the whole match with 0 kills and 20k from recon missions and 4 UAVs around you, you're going to get cleaned out when someone who's been slaying all game comes and challenges your cold hands and you get clapped. Now, if you don't have the game, or if Vanguard is just too crappy to deal with, believe me, I don't blame you, load into Rebirth Island and keep playing. Rebirth not only offers high intensity gameplay, but also quick respawns where you can get right back into the action every time to regain and slay out. Don't let your hands get cold and foster that flow state, which leads to the next tip. Tip number 3, you gotta get in up amongst them. Just like Superstore and Vanguard, you need to repeatedly land in the hottest zones possible, namely peak and airfields. These are high loot, high risk, high reward areas, and guess what? You're gonna get smoked for a while. You're gonna have to deal with it. It's better to get killed right off the bat though and get some experience in the gulag than sneaking around for 20 minutes and rage quitting because you got headshot sniped while carrying your loadout and 30k in your pocket. That's tilting. That gets you angry. That makes you want to rage quit. But getting killed in the first minute of the match, not quite so much. You're not as emotionally invested in it, and if you make it out of the high traffic areas alive, you're going to be just as kitted out as you would have been playing passive, and your hands are going to be good and warm and ready to take the next challenge. Tip number 4, be self-aware. If you find yourself winning gunfights but usually getting killed balls deep in the gas with 3 people putting a hold on your position, maybe it's time to play a little more passively, a little more thoughtfully until that stops happening. Now, there's plenty of videos out there that talk about rotations and positioning. Iceman Isaac is probably the best person to subscribe to for that advice. I'm nowhere near as good at him at evaluating positioning and some of his tactics, so I'm not even going to attempt to explain the game mechanics like that. But if you follow these steps for your mindset, you're going to be able to more effectively follow the nuts and bolts tips and tricks from other videos. I'm telling you what they're not. The mindset to implement the plan of getting better is what we're focusing on. Now, likewise, if you find that you can usually effectively use cover to your advantage, always have the high ground, always be in an advantageous position to engage enemies, but you get smoked in more close 50-50 gunfights, then you need to be playing more aggressive. Get out of your comfort zone and don't be afraid to die. Once again, get in up amongst them. If you're gonna die anyways, don't waste time doing it. Get back in, try again. So to recap, number one tip, if you take anything away from this, always foster an attitude of learning. The goal is to learn, not to win, and as long as that's your goal, you can always succeed. And then you'll find yourself randomly winning games because of your calm and cool mindset, which is great. Number two, play multiplayer. Get some warm-up games in. It definitely does matter. Some of the pros always play a few warm-up matches, whether that be multiplayer or Rebirth Island. Number three, land hot. High risk, high reward areas every time. Keep doing it. And once you make it out alive, you'll be better kitted out than anybody in the lobby and already be in your flow state, while Addict Andy hides ADS at a set of stairs when he doesn't see your ninja ass parachuting in through the back window and wrecking his day. And number four, finally, self-awareness is key. We don't all have the same weaknesses and strengths. Losing 50-50 gunfights? Get aggressive. Caught in the gas and being held out of position? Slow things down. Well guys, I truly hope this helps. I'm nowhere near a pro, and to be honest, I usually spend more time editing videos than playing Warzone at the moment. But when I have focused on improving my game, this mindset has helped me move from like a recent 0.5 KD to up to a 1.5 KD. And I'll probably improve as you do as well. If you found this video helpful at all, please help me reach my 500 sub goal so we can unlock those community tools and grow even faster on YouTube. But other than that, happy gaming and God bless.